Okay, this is a video explaining different types of clinch positions and how to do them properly. This is Paris. So I'm going to go over a series of positions and how they flow into each other, and it's kind of my own flow drill on clinch. So here we go. The first position is, most people do a Muay Thai clinch over here. They grab the neck. The proper way to do it is, thumbs in and you grab like this. But they put it on the neck, and that's not going to work, because if he just looks straight up, I can literally hang here and he's still strong. The proper place to clinch like this is on the crown of the head. Now even if you resist here, I just turn his head slightly and pull it down. Now, Paris is much bigger and heavier than me, and it's still really easy. Resist as hard as you can. Really, really easy for me to pull him down. And I bring him and I put him under my chin. So here, not good. Here, exactly where I want him. The next position, instead of actually grasping like this, I turn my hands and I clasp like this. It's a gable grip for anyone who knows wrestling. I just use a standard gable grip. This is for when I can't get to his crown. For whatever reason, he's pushing my hands. He's posturing really high. See, here I can't reach him. I'm going to be worried about exposing my face to an elbow or whatever. I actually drop down into a gable grip, and I clasp, and I crank him down. This is a really, really strong grip. I don't use my wrist. I actually use this part of my forearm, and I turn my body. So when I get here, I turn my body, and I bring him down to my shoulder. And then I can yank him down again to here, or keep him on my shoulder, pop him up, side, side, headbutt. Same for here, I can pop him, headbutt. So position one, crown of the head, you can look straight up. Crown of the head, I can bring him down. Then I can drop down to here, gable grip, bring him down. Number two is I'm going to extend from here. I'm literally just going to drop and control his arm also. The reason for this is if he's really aggressive from here, throwing a lot of punches at my face, getting wild, I need to control him. And from here, this is just a base position for me to drive out to the side. So here, he's throwing, I control the arm, and I extend and drive out to the side. Now if you look from this position here, I'm using my arm like a base across his neck. I'm going to move back. So I keep him extended here, and I want to keep him down. Now what happens here a lot of the time is people will turn into you. So I'm shooting in on the other side for an underhook. And I keep him down. Push his head away. Here it's very easy to control him. And in fact, from a lot of these positions, I don't just stop here and wait. I drive into him. I push him down. I'm throwing knees, hitting him, and I'm keeping him moving. If I just stop here, that's when he can easily get out by just taking his head up. Which is why, the second I get here and I'm pulling into him and he turns into me, I yank him back into the underhook. So now I have my underhook. I'm controlling him here. Once again, this is a good position for knees, elbows, knee. I can knee the leg. I can take him down here. I can kick out this leg and just step here and take him down. I can attack the arm from here. Just crank the arm. He's going to turn into me again. And look, I'm just going to shoot for an overhook this time, over here. Now, the overhook I want it deep. And once again, an overhook is useless if I'm using it from here, because this is an equal position. What I want to do is be able to use my hips in the position. So I turn out and I drive him down. You see how I'm controlling his posture here? Now here again, I can control his neck. Really easy again for me to knee. Same exact thing. I can torque the arm and the shoulder. So just a standard overhook. The only difference is I'm shooting my hips up to the side. And then again, I can take them down here, here, take them down. You okay? From here, we're just going to take our hand and drive in. Both hands are going on the inside of his bicep. And I'll explain this position a lot more later. But it's once again a transitional position. You won't get stuck here for too long. But what sometimes happens when you're fighting is like the guy throws a punch, you get in and you get to here for a split second. And this is a position where you do a lot of things like shoot under the arm, or you use it as he goes here and he throws the punch to control. Now I'm inside. It's really easy for me to counter from inside as opposed to if I was outside. He's the one who's hitting me in the face. So I'm trying to get inside on both biceps and control him. Okay? From this position, we're just going to lift for a split second and shoot the double unders. Once again, I'm going to grab my wrist like this, and I keep this hand straight. and I get really tight. I put pressure on the lower back, right here, and I use my head to drive, and I keep this knee in the center of his body. I drive, just like this. He's going down from here. I can hook his leg. Now I use this position a lot also. When someone gets me in a tight clinch, my neck. See here, I need to open this up for a split second, but a lot of time it's impossible for me to get back in and fight for the neck. I drive in for my double unders. So it's a counter also to the clinch. So to review the positions quick, you can start on the crown, drop down to here, go to here, shoot for your underhook, you can turn back into you, you can go for your overhook, you can come into you here, you can go here, you can drive to here. They're all interchangeable. From here, once again, I can go to my overhook, I can shoot for my double unders, he throws a punch, I get inside, I shoot. So they should all flow between themselves.